Check out the new Time Stop Ultra Carbon Shield Antioxidant Face Cream. This is a brand new formula. It's got Carbon Shield 60 in it. It also has mimosa, sunflower oil, and aloe vera ferment. It's a revolutionary anti-aging moisturizing cream that keeps you looking young, healthy, and vibrant. Go to redpillliving.com/snarky and get yours today. Okay, you guys, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? I wanted to do these two videos before tomorrow. Tomorrow I go back into surgery. So this has been a real adventure. And yeah, but I can't do anything without talking about the State of the Union address. Now, in my last video, I showed you some shape-shifting video, and I showed you a picture from a shape-shifting video of her. She didn't shape-shift as dramatically as some of them do, but it's all real footage shot off the television. It's not, you know, apparently they had problems, you know, keeping their illusions up when they used HD. Well, high definition, you know, that makes sense that the high definition would have exposed some of their, because if you notice, it doesn't happen now. They just come out looking like they're half dead and a completely different person and say they've been taking Ozempic. I mean, there's all kinds of weirdness going on with these people, okay? So, the State of the Union. Oh, and I did a montage at the end and kind of left it at that. I mean, there's weirdness afoot, people. Weirdness afoot. So this State of the Union was unbelievable. I mean, I look at it as a military operation. I mean, I look at it as a psychological strike. But this is the thing that, I mean, they're half dead anyway. Chuck Schumer, if you look at him, he just looks like a deflated balloon. Every now and again he says something, but there's no air. He's just getting littler and littler and littler and more hunched over. Well, that one question, I mean, that was just a killer. That was just a killer strike when he asked that question. You know, if you think that you're here to serve the people, stand up. If you feel like you're here to support illegal aliens, then, you know, remain seated. And not one of them stood up. So that pretty much woke a lot of people up. I mean, when they themselves are telling you. So what I'm trying to get at is I believe the military is responsible for this kind of a thing, of which this was the golden question of the hour. If you saw, they had their own event, and it looked really sad and sick, and nobody showed up for it. Yeah, so they don't think quick on the feet. They decided to stay seated, or they were programmed, or they got their voice-to-skull messages where they were to not stand up for that. So somebody's losing it. I don't know who's in charge, but that was a bad move because now everybody's been shocked, a huge chunk of people. I think one of the biggest moments for me anyway was when Rashida Tlaib and Omar started screeching. Yeah, you don't know, it's you. They talk so fast. Yeah, the American. No, not you, you're the one. You. I tell you, you don't die. Allah Akbar. They were just screeching like hyenas. Do they even use dishes at home when they eat? Or do they eat with their bare hands? I mean, that's the way it looks. It's like Salty Cracker called them, what did he call them? Third world trash. He's like, how did this third world trash get into our government? Well, I'll tell you how. Cheating. We've seen how many ways they have to cheat. Come on. So they belong in the zoo. They don't belong in our government. And I apologize to the animals of the zoo for saying that, because that's going to put them in a terrible position. These people belong in a forest or a jungle or something, on an island where they can act like animals, like they want to. God, who let them into our country? Get them out now. Well, this is just my opinion, of course. But no. It really was like, for a minute, it turned into not even a petting zoo, like the wildest part of the zoo, where you're never to go because, they'll attack you. These are uncivilized beings screeching out at the most powerful man in the world. And by the way, here they are stealing all this money, and can Omar find like another outfit or something? It's always wearing the same thing. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but it's always wearing the same thing. And that thing, get yourself a Zsa Zsa Gabor wig or something if you got a problem with your hair, but come on. Anyway, they are horrible. They don't belong in government. They're screeching memes. They might as well be chimps running around throwing their poop everywhere. Unbelievable. Here's another one, Gavin Newsom. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with the State of the Union, but it's right on the heels of Gavin Newsom speaking at a black event and trying to, identify with black people. This is how he does it. He goes, I can't read just like you. Like he tries to make himself sound stupid and then makes sure that they know he's doing that so he can be more like them. I mean, this is like comedy material right here. I'm stupid just like you. Yeah, we got that in common. It's like, what the hell are you thinking even? He is so disconnected from humanity in general. I mean, can you imagine? See, he only hangs out with lizards and robots. Unbelievable. It's like they're losing their minds. It really is. And remember, Arizona Wilders said if they don't have their dimidone, that it helps them keep their sanity. So if this wasn't insane, I don't know what was. Yeah, I'm stupid just like you. I'm uneducated just like you. God. And then, of course, you had Don Lemon. And Don Lemon is now making fun of that old man, the 100-year-old guy from World War II. He served in World War II and fought for our country. And Don Lemon, you freak of nature, you wouldn't even be able to get up there and spew your third grade crap all over media if it wasn't for this guy fighting a war for you. You crazy synthetic whatever you are. Somebody needs to unplug him. Just that simple. I don't think it's any more difficult than that. Somebody's got the battery and the remote to that thing, and they need to unplug it. Anyway, I think he's here just to piss us off. He's on piss-off mode, meaning he's going to piss people off. First, the church. What could be more pissing people off than going into a church and just scaring and terrorizing small children? Were crying. You could see them in the video. And not only that, he documents his whole role in it all the way up. This guy is about as smart as a bag of dirt. God. But they don't have their adrenaline. So, yeah, this was just a masterpiece that when the athletes came out, it was so... this is what I know when I'm watching it, too. When I'm watching the athletes come out and everybody's going USA, USA, I'm thinking to myself, they hate this. They hate this. And it's like torture for them to sit in that venue and have to listen to all this, because what it means is this is their work, all the work that they've done that's just coming crashing down right before their very eyes. This was the last thing that they wanted to see. Of all the things in the world that they don't want to see, it's all of these hockey players coming out, winning for the USA, and just the place saturated with, patriots and patriotism, and America, is back. And just the way it was put together, too. It started out, at a good pace, but it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger until finally that last question, that was the stake through the vampire right there, through the heart of well, they don't have any hearts, but, whatever is where the heart is supposed to be. Is it the liver? What is up there now? Do we know? It's just a gaping hole. These people are unbelievable. Wouldn't stand up for anything. Reminding me of that little boy with the cancer who got the uniform and was made an honorary officer, and they wouldn't stand up for him either. You just want to beat the hell out of them, don't you? Notice how I said you want to beat the hell out of them? Not that we should, because somebody apparently already beat us to it. They look beat as shit. They look beat up. They look tore up. And those two screeching pirates, he called them pirates, and they are pirates. And, well, they're not leering. They're not leering. They haven't leered, okay? People keep writing that in the comments section. They'll never leer. When will they leer? They're such a joke. I mean, you couldn't even make this up for Saturday Night Live or some crazy, Ferris Bueller's Day Off movie. It's like, this is a situation. And another thing, this whole business having these Somalians over here, I already could see with the mosques. This is during the Obama administration, the Obama years, with the mosques he was setting up all over, and the, this insurgence of Somalians and other, basically shipping the war in the Middle East over here, basically bringing it over here illicitly. So we don't know who these people are or what kind of diseases they have. They could be loaded, a whole shipload could be loaded up with bioweapons. And these things, a lot of these things don't look human, okay? So they could be loaded up with bioweapons of diseases that we don't even know exist. So when you look at Omar and Rashida, and then you watch when the Democrats don't stand for the citizens of this country. You think about that saying, casting pearls before swine. And look what they have done. That's why they say, don't cast your pearls before swine. Save them for people who are general, who are good, who are general, people who are generally good patriots. And I just flubbed that up pretty good. But anyway, don't cast your pearls before swine. We've got a great country. We've got all of these things going for us. Don't put it in the hands of these screeching banshees that belong in the zoo. These things belong under lock and key. You know that Hannibal Lecter mask? They need one, each one. And they need to be, put in a wheelchair and rolled around. They shouldn't be able to walk after what I saw. They just don't know how to act. They're savages. One of them married to her brother. I mean, come on. Where's the theme song to Deliverance up in here? These people are worse than anything that could be had in America or spawned, except if it was spawned by them. That's just it. They've already polluted our country with these criminals. And of course they're stealing with it from us. We let them. So I am so glad that he did what he did. So I think now the gloves are off. They've pretty much been whipped down to nothing except these two maniacs, these savages. And then you've got Gavin Newsom telling everybody, I'm dumb just like you. They're losing their minds. Well, he should be scared shitless. So I don't know what that is, if it's a clone or synthetic or what. But they don't know how to act. That's another thing. I mean, who would ever say that? Some of these people, they're just intellectually lazy people. They're not going to look anything up. They're just going to listen to their owners, their mentors, their followers. They're not thinkers. So whatever their owner, their friend, whoever they're following and copying all their, opinions and everything, that's who they're going to say, well, my dad says this, my dad says this. So, or my cousin was saying this, so, they're going to go with that. Just because they don't know anything. That's like, a former friend of mine tried to make the point that Trump supporters were racist. And he's gay. Him and his partner are gay. They look perfectly normal people, okay? I mean, he's got a beard. They just look like perfectly normal people. And he goes, and I knew he was lying because he's a Democrat. They lie because they don't know anything. And so to cover for the fact that they don't know anything, they have to come up with some lie to make themselves look knowledgeable. So he said, he goes, yeah, we were walking down the street the other day, and some people gave us a dirty look. And then he crossed his arms and puffed his chest out, and he went, I thought we were past that. And I'm thinking to myself, nope, I guess we're not past you making up stories, because you don't have any facts. I guess we're not past that. By the way, what I wanted to say was, oh, really? Oh, really? Well, I don't believe you. You know why? Because how did they know you were gay? How did they know you were gay? Were you wearing pink hot pants, and were you roller skating and blowing bubbles and singing It's Raining Men in lock arm? Is that how did they know you were gay? It's such an obvious lie. But you know what? Sometimes it's just not even worth it. It's not even worth it. So there's people like that are not going to change their mind because they have no knowledge. And they're just going to hate Trump. So, but I think we've mostly culled out they're still culling a little bit. They're still getting it, starting to get it, that their leaders they don't even mind making public statements like Hillary did when she said Democrats are stupid. Well, she said that for Dick Morris's book, but Dick Morris was their personal assistant for 10 years. So, and every other bodyguard and Secret Service who's ever written a book about the Clintons says the exact same thing about her, that she's nasty and don't talk to her because she'll bite your head off. She said in the book, she is quoted as saying, Democrats are stupid and easily manipulated. That's the easy part. And I totally believe him because he's honest. She's the liar. So they even say things, I'm going to raise your taxes. Remember that one? So there's been so much evidence. What other candidate for president do you know of that has a hit list of over 100 people on a website? Nobody ever asking any questions. Well, that's about to end. And I think the State of the Union was a serious marker. I think the shit's going to hit the fan. Oh, okay. Well, I better go. That's my cell phone. It might be my doctor. Wish me luck tomorrow, and I am signing off.